Hello and welcome to the local Lafourche. My name is Krewe, President and CEO of Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, the Tourist Commission for Lafourche Parish. And we're excited to have you join us here on a new episode this month of the local Lafourche, where each month we take you up and down our beautiful bayou to show you all of the new and exciting things that are happening right here in your own backyard. Well, the most wonderful time of the year is here. Carnival season, and tableaus, balls, and celebrations are taking place all up and down the bayou. So this month's show features all of our upcoming Mardi Gras festivities in Lafourche Parish, so please take out your calendar and get ready to mark some dates for some Mardi Gras fun that is coming up. To start things off, the official kickoff for Mardi Gras in Lafourche Parish takes place in downtown Thibodaux on February 15th at the newly rebranded Louisiana King Cake Festival. This major event and the only King Cake Festival in the great state of Louisiana takes place right here in Thibodaux and features bakeries and king cakes from all over, live music, a children's parade, and a whole day of Mardi Gras fun. Here to tell you all about this year's King Cake Festival and how you can get tickets to bring you and your family is Miss Deanna Lafont. Thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, thank you for being with me again. I'm so glad to chat about King Cake Fest.
Absolutely. Can't believe it's already time for King Cake Fest again. And oh my gosh, this event has just blown up.
It has. It's been crazy. We have been so fortunate that the event has grown as much as it has. Mm-hmm. It's in like 10 days, I think, or 8 days. I don't know. My mathing isn't working that well these days, but it's
everything is blurring together.
Everything is blurring together. It started with the snow.
That's right.
But yeah, we're probably going to be at about 45-ish vendors.
Wow, that's great.
Our King Cake vendor registration is closing on Friday at noon. If anyone is interested in joining us, you can find all information about the festival at louisianakingcakefest.com.
Wonderful.
So we're going to kick the day off with our Mardi Gras with our children's parade.
Yes.
So we have a children's wagon parade. So all of our parents of preschoolers that are out there that makes these super fancy wagon floats, bring them to Thibodaux, put them in our children's parade. It's a little 3-block parade, and then you get admission into the festival, and then it's a day of music and children activities and lots of yummy king cake tasting.
Oh my gosh, that is great. And speaking of all of these different king cake varieties, I think this year you're doing categories, correct? So there's a couple of different categories for king cakes this year. Am I right about that?
There is. Okay. So we will have our People's Choice. So the winner of the King Cake Fest will be the person with the most wooden nickels in their vase at the end of the day.
Okay.
So there will be a first, second, and third People's Choice. Mm-hmm. But then in feedback from our vendors, they wanted some different opportunities to maybe have their cakes showcased. So we have 4 categories. Okay. We have traditional, we have savory, we have filled, and we have unique. So unique is these crazy things that are popping up, like macaroons and spores, 2-time winning king cake beignets.
That's
and
right.
these things that kind of fit in the king cake category, but it's not your traditional king cake.
That's great. No, and it's incredible to see all of these different bakers, whether professional or just homegrown bakers that are all down there. I mean, there's thousands of bites. So I think last year y'all gave out over 19,000 bites of king cake and had over 6,500 attendees to the event.
That is correct. So when we sat down and really looked at the numbers, we were just mind blown.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things that's emerging about our festival, and we're basing this on our whole 3 years of trending, right?
Right.
But last year our winner was Fauntleroy Fixing. She's from Thibodaux, lives in Lafayette now. She's a home baker.
Right.
So she will say that winning this festival literally changed her life, changed her business, changed so many things for her. Her cake got to go to DC Mardi Gras. I mean, just
That's amazing.
Really, really cool stuff. So looking at the registrants for our festivals, we don't have the big king cakes, we don't have the dong fongs, we don't have the haydels, and I don't think we're going to have that.
Right.
And that's okay, because we are the place where you can go to try the next cool thing.
That's right.
So lots of kind of cottagey bakers or people that are just starting their bakeries or people that are home baking are coming. I think we have somebody coming from Alabama. She used to live in Louisiana. So our reach is growing, and we are just so excited about this.
Speaking of that reach too, so I mean, visitors, not only just residents, but visitors from all over too. I think the farthest one away last year was from Australia.
Correct.
Who visited the King Cake Festival. So it really does bring in people from all over. It is the only King Cake Festival in the state, which is kind of the reason why y'all rebranded to Louisiana King Cake Festival. And then, of course, this event also benefits a really great cause in our community. Tell us a little bit about that real quickly about Lafourche Education Foundation.
Yes, so the proceeds of the event go to Lafourche Education Foundation. We support public school education in Lafourche Parish. So we do teacher grants, new teacher grants, innovation and education grants, kind of if there's some programming things we can work on. In addition to that, we are the holder for Dolly Parton Imagination Library for the parish. So that's a program that allows a high quality book delivered to your home from birth to age 5. So it's a free program to the people that are getting the books, but the people that run the program have to pay for the books. So the Louisiana King Cake Fest has been a great avenue to help really grow those programs, the success of the festival.
And that's amazing. And so everybody listening, go to the King Cake Festival. This money that is raised there goes right back into Lafourche Education Foundation, right back into our local communities. Deanna, if people want to purchase tickets, because you do have to purchase tickets to get in, where can they purchase tickets and learn more information about King Cake Fest?
LouisianaKingCakeFest.com. All of the information is there. We also are on social media, Instagram, Facebook. You can search Louisiana King Cake Fest. You can find information on your website. You can actually purchase tickets soon coming up at Louisiana Cajun Bayou, because I have a big container full of tickets to give you when we leave here.
That's right. That's right.
So Wednesday through Friday, you can pick up tickets at Louisiana Cajun Bayou, Galliana Elementary, and Thibodaux Lafourche Parish School Board Office.
Perfect. Well, Deanna, thank you so much. We are excited for February 15th in downtown Thibodaux for the King Cake Festival's return. We look forward to a good time.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be right back with more of the local Lafourche.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back to the local Lafourche. Well, on this segment, if you're looking for a way to get your kids involved in Mardi Gras that is also family friendly, then look no further, because the Parade de l'Enfant returns to La Rose for the first time since COVID-19. And we are so excited to have this Children's Parade back on the Lafourche Parish Mardi Gras schedule. Here to tell you all about the Children's Parade and how you and your family can get involved is Mr. Jay Pitre. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Cody. Glad to be here, man.
Happy to have
about
you.
it too.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the history of this parade, how this got
parade
started.
Started a few years, I guess, after the Krewe Versailles had their parade in the La Rose area, and was put on for at least 40 plus years. We don't remember the first year exactly, but Wade Dufresne did it forever. It was the crew de Ticajin, which was the little Cajuns,
Yep.
But we did have some changes, and once we got back together with our group in the Versailles group, we wanted to bring back that parade, being it went away with the hurricane and with the COVID stuff and all that. So something for the kids to be involved and teach them about what it's about, give them the full experience, from a ball that we're going to do for them. They have a king and queen, a duke and a maid, so they have their little court and they have their events, and which all leads up to the parade, which is going to be on a Sunday now. It was always on the Saturday before the Versailles parade, so we're going to swap dates.
Okay.
Versailles is going to roll on Saturday, and then this parade will roll on Sunday the 23rd at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
Yes, sir.
10 a.m. Well, that's wonderful. And just like you said, it's a great way to get if your kids are interested in Mardi Gras, or if you're in a crew, it's a great way to get kids involved, to learn it, to understand it, and also then as they get older to go into these other crews, because that's part of the culture and tradition, and keeping these crews alive and keeping these parades going is really getting that next generation in, and this parade really helps to do that.
Exactly. I mean, because that's if we want our crews to have a future, that's where it's going to come from. The kids have to get in there and see what it's all about. And my daughter was fortunate enough to have it when she was, she's grown now, and she's she's a perfect example of going from the kids parade and transitioning into the adult parade that we have now too. So
that is awesome. So tell us a little bit about the parade route that's going this year. So if anybody is going to watch it, where is the best place to view it, and where's that going through in La Rose? We're
going to start off at the La Rose Civic Center, which is on the Highway 308 side. It'll cross the bridge there, the La Rose lift bridge, and cross over to Highway 1, and it's going to end at the old shopping center, where right before McDonald's in La Rose used to be Walgreens and stuff, which is all going now, but we're gonna end it in that parking lot there, like it has before. So same route that we had before. The time is going to be a little different to accommodate other parades in the area.
Sure.
With the sheriff's office and stuff. So we're going to start at 10 a.m. And it should be a great thing.
That will be wonderful. And I know it's hard because you haven't done it in 5 years now, and coming back. How many are you anticipating? I know we were talking before you came on. Y'all have been getting a lot of interest.
We've had a really good response so far. Joseph Sheremy, who's heading us up, I'm just agreed to help him along the way. He has some kids that were his son was king when I was king back in 2020, 2019, but when it stopped. And he still has children involved in this, and he's wanting to get it going. So it's a wonderful way for them to get back at it, and bring something back that they had before, back to the area.
That's right. No, and that's so true. I mean, coming back from the hurricane and coming back from all that our area has gone through in these last few years, seeing these parades such as this return and the community really coming back together and embracing this is very special, and it takes a lot of people to do that, and a lot of volunteers. So talk a little bit about, the volunteers and the people that, because, it takes a lot, one, to run a crew as it is, but also to put on a children's parade and all the behind the scenes with the balls and so forth that go on as well.
Correct. We do have a few volunteers that are coming over from the Versailles side and wanting to see this come back. We can use all the help that we can get, because it is a big production, and when you get kids involved, they need more attention. You need chaperones and all that guidance. But we've like we started to say earlier, we have 15 to 20 paid floats in there so far. And then each child is just charged a fee of $15 to ride the parade. So keep that at a minimum just to cover insurance and stuff like that.
Right.
But the response, like we said, has been great so far. Anyone that's wanting to help, can contact myself or Joseph. And we'd be glad to put them to work doing this wonderful thing that's much needed for the kids of our community.
That's right, it is. And so everybody listening, if you want to help and volunteer, there's certainly a way to do that. But also, if people are interested in signing their kids up to be part of the parade, is there still time to do that?
Yes, absolutely. Joseph has set up a Facebook page for the parade, and we have Zelle and Venmo also available for to make it a little easier to get signed up and registered for that stuff. So
awesome. And so those that are needing the contact information, and then your Facebook page as well, if you don't mind giving that so that people can contact.
Yes, it's just La Parade Lafont. Facebook page, and all of that stuff, information is on there, including the dates for the ball. February 16th. They're going to have a ball for these children to enjoy.
That is awesome.
Traditional Mardi Gras style with all the bells and whistles.
That is going to be amazing. And thank you all so much for bringing this back to Lafourche Parish, and for all of the kids in Lafourche and the surrounding area as well. We appreciate everything that y'all are doing to really support the Mardi Gras culture in Lafourche.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that too. We're really excited for it. Excited for the kids and for them to get back to normalcy after this tough times.
That's right. Well, thanks so much again for being here. We look forward to a great parade.
Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be right back with our final segment for today.
try this and some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back to today's final segment. On this final segment, we are featuring a Mardi Gras crew that really needs no introduction because their popularity seems to grow with each passing year. The crew of Apollo is ready to roll through Lockport with their festive floats, their bands, all of the different entries that they have in there, and of course, their very high energy riders who are there to show you all about Mardi Gras. Here to tell you about the crew of Apollo and this year's amazing parade in Lockport is their captain, Mr. Brett Hebert. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Cody.
Absolutely. So Crew of Apollo is something that I know we all look forward to every year in Lockport. It is a jam-packed parade. Tell us a little bit about Crew of Apollo, how y'all got started and really how y'all arrived to where you are now.
So the club was formed in 1963. Obviously, it's seen a lot of changes since then. From as far back as I can remember, a smaller parade to constantly going year in and year out, trying to invite bigger groups to join us in parade. It's just, every year it's that thing, how can we tweak it, make it a little bigger, make it a little better? And today, I'm proud to say we have 18 throw-in floats besides the captain's float, king's float, and a maid's float all participating.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. If those listening have never been down to Lockport to see this parade, I am telling you, you are missing out. The streets are just lined with people. Every street is. And the floats are incredible. Y'all do a different theme every year, and y'all really deck those floats out. So what is this year's theme?
So this year's theme is Apollo Watches Classic TV. So it's a range from the Golden Girls to the Jetsons to Gilligan's Island. Basically anything that you see on TV land these days or somebody, grew up watching.
Oh, that is going to be awesome. I know last year, everybody gets so creative and into the theme. So I know that this year's is going to be really, really good. So tell us a little bit about the parade route, this year's date for the parade.
So the parade is March 1st.
Yep.
The route's same as last year. We haven't made any changes to it. We saw a lot of success, a lot of people having more opportunity, being that we follow along Highway 1 a little bit longer now. So there's more opportunity to catch the parade if you're not from town. We know there's a lot of people that come from out of town. I mean, we've got people that come from out of town, out of state.
Yes.
It's a very popular event for that day for the town. We're proud to see more and more people come in to check it out.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know I attend every year. It's an amazing parade in Lockport, and I was standing right next to some visiting people from France. We had some others that were visiting there from Canada as well. And it was really great to see them so enthralled in the parade, but also connecting. Like, that's the thing with a lot of the parades in Lafourche Parish. You're able to really, engage with the riders and get up close and personal with the floats in a safe environment. So y'all really do put on quite a parade down in Lockport. And you're right, people from all over the country and the world come to visit the parades here. So tell us a little bit about the royalty that you have this year coming up.
So this year we are proud to announce King Douglas Roulette. He is our 42nd king of the club. And we are a little different, being that we have kings and queens sometimes. It just depends, who wants to be in that running for that year. We also have Miss Florence Bradford as our maid. She has a few pages, and then myself as captain.
That's great. I mean, you got a good lineup. And then I know we were talking a little bit before we came on the show. Y'all just held your tableau bash recently as well?
Yes, that was this weekend. It was a great event. The Gaines Community Center was packed out with people, and just a shout out to our people who really put in the effort. And they're a dedicated group of individuals to seeing every event we do have, major success. And they were able to go in and recreate the Gaines Community Center. It just looked like Mardi Gras was here. It's time. It's now. So we all got to enjoy that for that day.
That's fantastic. And I know, most all of us locally here know what what goes into being a member of a crew and what goes into riding on a float. But for those listening that may not be from this area, it's a lot. I mean, these are all volunteers. I mean, these are people that, you know, pay out of their own pocket to be crew members, to be royalty, to buy all the throws that they're going to have on the float, to pay to ride on the float, to pay their dues. So I know that it's a lot of volunteers, and a lot of time and hours and money goes into being a rider in these parades. And speaking of that, y'all don't just do a parade. You give back to the community that you're in all year long. So tell us a little bit about what the Krewe of Apollo does outside of the Mardi Gras season.
So just like any other club, you know, we have operating costs, and we have to find these unique ways to be able to fill it, but at the same time give back to our community. Some of the ways we do it is we work both fairs that are held in Raceland. We do a lot with the food sections for those. Besides that, we also have a pumpkin patch we host in Lockport.
That's right.
We also do a kids fishing tournament and a bass fishing tournament out of Lockport. So the goal is to bring more notoriety to Lockport, bring more people into Lockport, all while helping us continue to operate like we normally do. So it's all about not just joy for the club, but how much joy can we spread throughout the whole community.
That's right. It's really giving back to your community. And we appreciate, you know, the work that you do with Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, and also for your community there in Lockport. Well, Mr. Brett, thank you so much for being here today. If people want to learn more about the Krewe of Apollo, where can they go to learn more?
So they can visit our Facebook page. It's Krewe of Apollo Lockport.
Okay.
Any information can be found on there, and if it's not found on there, if you ask questions, one of our board members will jump on it and get you in the right direction.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to a great parade this year.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that is a wrap for today's show. We encourage you to go to lacajunbayou.com to view the official parade schedule for Lafourche Parish for all the upcoming Mardi Gras festivities. Be sure to visit us at lacajunbayou.com or follow along on our social media at lacajunbayou. And from all of us at Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, we would like to wish you and your families a safe and happy Mardi Gras. We look forward to seeing you back here again next month for a brand new episode of The Local Lafourche.